Hey everybody, welcome back to Peachy Disc Golf. Today I'm here at the Chamblee Church Disc Golf Course in order to play a quick 9-hole round using my favorite throwing putters, the Envy and the Proxy. So in our last video, Kang and I did a 1-2 punch combo challenge where we were using our favorite mid-range combo at Chattahoochee Point Park. I figured I'd do something similar here at the Chamblee Church course because it's a little bit shorter, so I wanted to showcase some putters this time, and the two throwing putters that I use the most are going to be my Axiom Envy and Proxy. I think this is a really good putter combination for my throwing putters. The Envy has a good bit of overstability. It's not as overstable as say like a Zone or anything like that, but I do really use the Envy quite a lot. And then I use my Proxy for a more straight putter throw. Now, I'm actually going to be testing out this Fission Proxy today. I've thrown it a few times. This is actually the one I'm currently bagging right now. In the past, I was using this soft Neutron Proxy. That's the same plastic my Envy is in, is soft Neutron. I do find that the Proxy has actually like a sort of sneaky stability to it. It feels a lot more overstable than I expect, especially numbers-wise. So I wanted to see for sure if the Fission Proxy is a little bit straighter of a thrower. So I'll probably be comparing that in this video today as well. And yeah, so we're gonna get into it. 9-hole course here today, so let's see how we shoot. All right, so hole 1 here is 269 feet. It's par 3. You can see the basket straight ahead. We do have a gap to hit here. On the left side, there's a small creek that we don't want to fade into. On the right, we have a grove of trees and some bonus porta potties to avoid. That's actually new since I've been here. I think they have an event going on here sometime next week. So yeah, just gonna throw straight down. We're gonna go with the Fission Proxy here. I don't think I'm gonna get it there, so I don't know if I'll be close enough for a putt, but we'll see how far we can get. All right, not bad. That's definitely what I expected, and for sure that Fission Proxy felt more straight than my soft Neutron. Let's give that a try real quick. Okay, so I put a little bit more anhyzer on that one, but they flew pretty similar actually. Maybe it's all in my head again. I always think something flies differently, but I don't ever really do like a direct comparison like this that often. All right, so here's the basket. You can see distance-wise, both of my Proxies were about the same. So let's see if we can make a early morning jump putt here. So we're gonna play off the Fission Proxy, my first throw, long jumper here. A little short. All right, well, I expected to get par on this hole and the next hole. So on track right now. These first 2 holes are the longest on the course. All right, so hole 2 is the longest hole on the course. It's 318 feet, par 3. Basket is straight ahead though, wide open field ahead of us. The bushes on the right can be very thick and hard to find your discs in. Also on the left, we still have that creek, but it doesn't really come into play quite as much. Gonna go with the Fission Proxy here first, but we're gonna test all 3. This is the most open hole we have here on the course, so this will be sort of a good indication of how they all compare to each other. Fission Proxy first. All right, that had a little flip to flat. Pretty good distance actually, not bad. And let's see how that compares to the soft Neutron Proxy here. Wow. I must be imagining things. I don't know. That I felt like even had more of a flip up. Maybe it's because it's beat in now, but that flew really nice. I might have to put that one back in the bag. All right, now to compare, we got the soft Neutron Envy here. So this one should be and will be a good deal more overstable. Oh yeah, great flight. Not nearly as much flip up. Kept the straight line that I threw it on. I threw it a little wider than I was hoping, but it still worked out. And then a nice gentle fade at the end. It's nowhere near like the Zone or a Toro or anything like that. It's honestly my most thrown approach disc. I really like the Envy, great disc. All right, so here's the basket. Probably have 100 feet to go. You can see my Neutron, Envy, and Proxy here. My Fission Proxy is a little more left, but distance-wise, it's pretty much the same. So that's where we're gonna be throwing from, but all in all of these putters are great throwing putters. All right, so from this distance here, the Envy would be my go-to throw here. Perfect. Again, I was expecting a par on this hole, 300 feet. With a putter, for me, it's not really something I can do quite yet. All right, we're in the woods now. Time to get some birdies. Hole 3 is par 3, 176 feet. Can't see the basket, but basically you have this narrow tunnel to go through and the basket's gonna be off to the right. We're gonna go with the Proxy here on a little turnover and see if we can get it down there. The easier shot would be the Envy with the forehand, but unfortunately my forehand is terrible. So we're gonna go with the turnover with the Proxy. Okay, that was a little long, I think, of the pin, and it's definitely more left, but pretty good throw actually. Let's see, that held the turn pretty good. Let's see how the soft Proxy holds up. Sort of the same thing, but that one got tangled up in some leaves. All right, well, I didn't realize that this soft Proxy made it through this far. Let's see if we can get 2 birdies here. I really juiced the Fission Proxy here. All right, finally get to use my Envy out here. Hole 4, par 3, 177 feet. You might be able to just barely see the basket. It's tucked off a little bit to the left here. So again, another tight shot here, just straight down. Let it fade at the end and let's see if we can get an ace. Well, I didn't hit my line. I hit this tree, but it kicked it off and it still got into the grove where the basket is. That should be like a 20-footer for birdie there. Even with that little tree kick, I got a makeable putt, maybe 15 feet. This tree's kind of in the way, but I can still do my normal putt stance here. Oh, dang. That's sad. Easy par. Hole 3 is a short 155-foot par 3. You can see the basket down this tight little tunnel here, just tucked behind that tree right in the center of the fairway. I'm gonna be going with the Envy here on a little turnover, try to get it to go around the tree on the right, fade back towards the basket. Just like that, go in. Ooh, that was perfect. All right, well, that was a great throw. I do think that tree tickle helped me out a bit because, got this tree right in the way. Gonna have to straddle. Yeah, I think I might've gone long if I didn't hit that tree. So let's do a little straddle putt here. Nice birdie. Hole 6, 156 feet, par 3. Nice straight tunnel shot here. You can see the basket straight ahead. Just gotta make it through all of these trees. We're gonna try the Proxy here. Oh, missed that? Okay. That was pretty good, a little off to the left. The fade, I did throw it kind of high, but it made it through the gap pretty nicely. Just for fun, I'm gonna try the Envy. This isn't something I would normally throw here because it's gonna fade too much, so maybe we can get it if we really power it in there though, you know? Oh, get sneaky. That's right next to the basket. Man, maybe that's the line. All right, little 10-footer here for birdie. This is a pretty good drive, honestly. Not as good as that Envy right there. All right, par 3, 210 feet. Another tight wooded hole, straight ahead though. Basket is up there, perched on the hill. We're gonna go with the Envy here, actually. I'm gonna throw it with a good bit of power on a little bit of anhyzer to try to get around this center skinny tree here, and then hopefully just sort of gently curve back towards the basket. But we'll see. There's a chance though that this goes a little too far to the left. That's my worry, but sounded fun. Oh, too much Annie. Oh no. That rolled off to the left or off to the right as well. Dang. This could have been a lot worse. Still have a look at the basket here. I'm gonna go try to just sort of peer this little gap here for the aesthetic shot. Yep, easy par. Hole 8, par 3, 185 feet. Fairway will sort of bend off to the right here. The basket's gonna be downhill. Can't see it at all from here. We're gonna be going with the Proxy here, put a little anhyzer on it, and see if we can coast it down to the basket. Oh no, grip lock. Oh, it's making it though. Wow, that should be close actually. I definitely grip locked that though. Well, that was definitely the luckiest drive I've ever had on this hole. Oh, I didn't even, I used my soft proxy. I was trying to just use the Fission proxy, but honestly, after those first couple holes, they fly very similar. I think it's sort of the same thing I had with that hex video where I thought the different plastics of hexes were like completely different, but they fly remarkably similar. I don't think there's that much of a difference, and I do prefer the feel of the soft proxy, so I might put this one back in the bag, but I mean, there's still nothing wrong with this Fission proxy. All right, hole 9 is a great finishing hole here, 215 feet, par 3. You can see the basket right down here, really pretty shot. There are these really dense bushes off to the right that we're gonna wanna avoid. So I'm gonna be throwing the Envy here, sort of hanging it just inside the bushes, hopefully, and let it fade in towards the basket. Oh, 2 inside. Throw proxies as well here. I gotta throw this more direct, so we're gonna start with the soft Neutron proxy. That should be a good shot. Nice. Little 5-footer, I think. Fission proxy here as well. Oh, a little too much swing on that one. Too much hyzer. Oh no, the one that mattered. All right, I am all finished up here testing out my favorite throwing putters on the market. I really like this Proxy Envy combo. I think it's got a lot of utility. Now, obviously, these aren't the only putters I throw. I do also have a glitch that I throw for some really touchy straight shots or even some slight turnovers. And then I also have the Toro or the Zone in my bag as well for that really, really overstable approach disc. And I think having all of those just sort of rounds out a really nice collection of putters, but I do find myself using this Proxy and this Envy the most, for sure. They feel great in the hand, they fly beautifully, I really like throwing them. This soft Neutron plastic is one of my favorites, at least for putters. I found that I did not like it that much in the hex with a mid-range, but for putters, where I'm typically fan gripping as well, I do really like that soft Neutron. And also it does tend to not skip or bounce around too much as well compared to just standard Neutron. I really do like that. As far as the Fission proxy is concerned, I really thought initially when I was throwing it that this was gonna be a lot straighter of a disc, but I didn't really find that to be the case when doing like a direct head-to-head comparison. I found that this Fission proxy and this soft Neutron proxy flew almost identically. So I think I'm gonna put this one back in the bag. I do like the way that this feels a little bit more. I find that sometimes the Fission plastic, initially I really, really liked Fission plastic, but I find that sometimes, especially with mid-ranges and these, with the more like narrow rims, that they slip out of my hands a little bit more compared to the Neutron or soft Neutron plastic. So, but yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching if you haven't yet. We'd greatly appreciate it if you'd consider subscribing to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching this one and ring that notification bell. Also, leave me a comment down below. What are your favorite throwing putters? And if anyone who has both the soft Neutron and the Fission proxy, have you guys noticed any difference between the two? Maybe with just my slower arm speed, it's not as noticeable of a difference, but let me know down in the comments. Until next time, guys, cheers.